Hey gamers, I am centaurianmudpig. Welcome along to Ashes of the Singularity. We're starting a comp stomp against normal AI on the Kralon map. For exposed terrain, neutral defenders are on, normal AI, and normal victory points. So the Turian generators are in effect on here. So, starting off straight away, I'll send an engineer to capture the first metal extractor, and I'm also building a new engineer, which is pretty much par for the course. I did pick up a new tip of building an engineer while using the exist engineer to support the building process to make it quicker, but given how far the resource nodes are on this map, unless you're extremely efficient, you are basically capturing this first resource node by the skin of your teeth. So have a practice. If you can get it down to a fine art and 100% cap that, worth it. Otherwise I would say the getting two engineers up straight away is really not going to be much that help in the long run. So our second engineer will come and build a factory. We'll start spawning our brutes, and capturing the resource nodes in the local area, making sure that they got each new spawn goes to a different resource node. Speaking too fast, guys. I do apologise. So that we're capturing the resource points quickly and efficiently, and not giving the neutral defenders a chance to build up their strength. Now, this side of the map, your expanding process would be down to the south, as if you wanted to proceed directly east, you've got a Turian generator to deal with, and the neutral defenders have several cruisers defending them, so it's not worth throwing your weak units at them at this point. So expand south, and as a tactical bonus you want to be trying to capture the two middle metal collection points here, as surely if you're playing against a human opponent, and especially against the AI, they do that also. So if you don't do that, you will be at a tactical disadvantage. Make sure you also use your quanta points to level up logistics straight away, as you're not going to be using them on anything else at this point. So we're starting to capture these points, just have to take care of the neutral defenders. Any idle units, just once they've captured the points, just send them on to support any other units in the process of capturing. And as you can see, early in game, getting a factory, second factory up and running right there. And as a change, I'm getting an armory going. I realise I generally leave it a little bit late to get armories up and going, and therefore it sort of makes me struggle a bit longer, so I can get up to strength. So I would say you get a factory up as soon as you get the radioactives coming in. But make sure you've got two factories there as well to ensure that you've got enough frigates to support your cruisers, as they will be your meat shields. Okay, also building up a range of units there for that second factory. But it's always down to your discretion. Perhaps I should have just gone with the rocket launchers and the medics. Well, we're doing okay so far. So as you can see, the AI has gone for the metal resource in the middle of the map as well. No doubt we'll be coming across the AI fairly soonish. And just as I say that, here they come. So definitely worth capturing that middle resource location as soon as possible. Basically, by doing that, you are effectively ensuring that you have equal income against your opponent, and then you can really start trying to push them back. Now, I was thinking after I've played this match that a new tactic would be, rather than spamming air units, would to build a few bombers and start harassing the opponent's resource income. So just start bombing their resource nodes. I may try that in a new video. I may have mentioned this before. It does take me a while to actually implement these and put them into effect. Now go the quantum generators to help support our next logistics increase, and a few defences as well. Always worth getting in there, as I generally start throwing in units mid-game around the 10 to 15 minute mark. If I've not already mentioned, I do apologise for the slight lag in this gameplay. I didn't realise it was this bad when recording. OBS was well, not OBS, Ashes was generally okay, but OBS is suffering as a result of having my antivirus running in the background doing a full scan, which I forgot about. So, armory down, starting to produce a range of cruisers. Make sure we get some anti-air in there just in case. It looks like we're struggling to capture this southern resource area, so we'll just send some units in there. Looks like the neutral defenders are getting a bit stronger now. They've had a bit of a chance to stay in game in this 7 minute mark, and we've been able to successfully capture the second metal extractor resource node. And it also looks like the AI has also got cruisers up. Not having a cruiser sniper, we was able to eliminate that pretty much quickly. So I would say first unit you want to build when you've got an armory, get a couple of sniper units there, because they can effectively wipe cruisers out, enemy cruisers out with a single hit, and also lesser units with a single hit, surprisingly. Or should I say unsurprisingly. Also don't forget, once you're in there, get your radar systems up. Very useful for when you start getting your artillery units going. They can just start bombarding any units they can spot in that radar radius, even though there's no official line of sight, or that they are out of their line of sight. And we're getting reinforcing production now with another factory, and that will support that southern entrance and expansion. As you can see, we're not having any problems holding off the enemy at this point, even though we're practically almost on balance for our military strength. I'm using there, we've got our logistics, not quite capped there, but good opportunity to increase metal storage since it was positive. And we should have enough quanta coming in to upgrade our logistics when it's required. If I wasn't in combat, I might have considered differently, but given that I am, and I'm really using units, it sort of supplements that, or complements. Makes it a little bit longer until we need logistics. There we go, just as it asks, we need low logistics. I've got enough. Let's upgrade it. So holding my own against the AI there, no problems. Now building an army to support the southern one, as that's where I would expect the AI eventually to start sending additional units to try and flank me. Don't forget to make sure that you are still capturing resource nodes. Nothing worse than forgetting and finding that you have resource nodes within range of collection that you have forgotten to do. Now I'm going to push this now. I've got a sizable fleet strength. I'm going to cripple the enemy's radioactives income. Therefore it should make it more difficult, well, nigh on impossible, to continue production of cruisers. Given that there are actually only 2 radioactive incomes on here. So I would say if you are really struggling to maintain the middle metal resources, you really do want to protect your radioactives so that you can keep production of cruisers. Otherwise, if you lose that, you're effectively going to be losing overall, as I don't think any number of rocket launchers will help defeat cruisers which are continually being produced. So I'm feeling a bit brave here. I'm now going for that bottom Turian generator. It should be noted, you know, you don't have to kill your opponent in this type of map. When you've got the Turian generators on, you can just keep hold of these generators, get your Turian coming in, and once you got critical mass of 1.0, you've won the map. However, if you can destroy your opponent, it is much quicker to do it that way. So this is the second time I've played on Kralon. The first time I came across it was against a human opponent who knew what they were doing more than I. I found myself outnumbered by military strength 15 times my number, but I still managed to win that map. So do check that video out. I'll stick a link at the end of this one. I would say it's definitely worth watching just to see how you can win this even when you're on the back foot. So we've captured our next Turian generator, and we're now going to go and capture a new one which the AI currently has hold of. Oh no, I changed my mind and went for the radioactive. Yeah, at this point probably also worth getting those amplifiers down, especially on the radioactives at this point, and then you can get the orbital to amplify it and get more radioactives coming in to help support that production. As it looks like we are currently at our limit of 2 armories, and if I wanted to put air units, I would be struggling. I'd probably have to go with 1 armory and 1 sky ranger. I think that's the proper term for it, for building air units. So the AI is starting to hurt now. We're effectively cutting off production there, and we could do even more harm just by heading to the east and cutting off his resource kit income significantly without bothering to capture the other 3 resource nodes just to the north of that, since resource collection is based on a supply line mechanic. So we're able to build a sizable strength from our factory and armory to defend our southern position. Just taking care of the enemy units and we're able now to capture our second radioactive deposit or resource node. We're also going for our third Turian generator, just for the fun of it. So lag is starting to creep up a bit, more units are going in. Thankfully I don't encounter this problem normally. And thankfully we're not dealing with significantly higher amount of units. So we're coming towards the end game now, got a significant amount of units. They will all soon be approaching the enemy's location. And now we've got twice the strength against Haley. Just increasing the strength of the collection of metal and radioactives, just as to keep the edge off a little bit. Now that we've got a significant amount of radioactives coming in, put another factory down. Sorry, armory. But yeah, if you're looking at that blob there of enemy units, they are going to be neutral defenders, as the AI hasn't bothered to capture that based on its grey resource node. No more attacks from the enemy at this point. Looks like she's just focusing on trying to build a sizable fleet strength, but at this point she is on a back foot. I'm going to struggle. So pushing in now with our forces just to harass the enemy. I've got to admit that lag is very annoying. I was almost feeling hard pressed to withhold this video, but given that this is towards the end game now, I'm just going to run with it. Please do not accept this as the quality of all my videos. Check them out, make your own judgment. But yeah, we're now going to start sending all our armies in there. I'll take care of them. I could pretty much say this game is in our bag. So really nothing too special in this one. Haven't bothered with any orbitals, just used brute force attack, relying solely on ground vehicles against a normal AI. I will say at this point I have several other Ashes videos More comp stomps if you're into that thing. Also videos against human opponents, as that one which I mentioned earlier, and also the first part of the first several set of campaign missions worth checking out. As it come June, there will be a deluxe campaign coming out from Ashes to improve the existing one. A lot of people saying there's nothing special about it. It's not, but it's fun and it shows you the mechanics of the game, so it's well worth it. Also, at the time of this recording, Ashes of Singularity is on discount, worth picking up. You can also get it from G2A as well, for a much cheaper price, though really should I be advertising that, because generally GTA are key resellers for their marketplace. So if you want to fund the devs, buy direct from Steam. If you're short on cash, shop around. Well, our main fleet is here. It's only less than a minute or two before we finish this and conquer the enemy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my playlist of Ashes as well if you're interested in Ashes. If you've not picked up Ashes, you can also check out my Steam review for a bit more information on Steam reviews. Just check out my profile, centaurianmudpig. And subscribe for more. Don't forget to rate the video based on your satisfaction of it. Leave a comment as well. It's always good to hear from the community. Until next time, this is centaurianmudpig saying kaboom and bye for now. Intensive care, and we'll have him. I hope. Are we ready for this?